Listen, you're in a privileged position to learn a thing or two. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
What's going on, people? I'm back in the building. Give me another one. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that's kind of related in a series of videos that I've done, but it's related more because for the state that I live in, because they're trying some bullshit and some chicanery. They're trying some shenanigans that ain't flying with me and a lot of other people. It's called the Freedom to Marry Amendment. And let me go in about this so-called Freedom to Marry Amendment. Now, it was approved to be on the ballot here in Ohio for like November. Like, I live in Columbus, Ohio. Been here for a minute now. Nothing to brag about, but I've been here, unfortunately. Like, it would ask the voters of Ohio to permit marriages, like, regardless of like your sexuality or gender, I should say, regardless of your gender. Sexuality is the same thing. It would permit, like, it would also permit religious organizations to deny and refuse to perform and recognize these marriages, which makes me believe they're pandering to both sides of the. They're playing both sides of the fence here. They want people to marry. At the same time, they're telling the religious organizations you don't have to really recognize that, which is kind of bullshit because they're trying to play both sides. I'm like, either you with the program or you're not with the program. See, it's like this. You're either on one side or you're another. If you're in the middle, you're going to get knocked the fuck off. That's how I feel about it. Either on one side or there ain't no middle ground on this. Either you with it or you're not. Now, let me say this, because I know a lot of you crybabies. Well, you're a hater, you're this, you're a racist, you're this. No, I'm not. I'm saying myself, I could care less how you want to live your life. If you want to go sleep with a goat, go ahead, by all means. That's how you do it. As long as they ain't no little kids and nothing illegal, knock yourself out. But I don't have to condone or vote for this. You may want me to vote for it, but I'm not going to condone. And then I'm going to hear the people saying, well, you're stopping two people from enjoying their life. Look, man, I told you what I correlate these arguments with. Go see these other videos in the back where how I correlate with what I correlate them with. Now, regardless of how it may seem fair on face value, it's still in direct opposition of religious beliefs. If you vote on this and you're so-called religious or you have an ounce of religion in you, be prepared to live with the hell you put yourself in. Then I'm going to hear people, well, I don't think God would. FYI, God was a pretty vindictive dude, for if y'all people haven't noticed. If Allah, God, Yahweh, if you haven't read your books, or if you really believe this, then you know he's pretty vindictive. It ain't like, he's like a Boy Scout or he's Mr. Clean to wipe the problems off and let you go. He's a pretty vindictive dude. I just can't see how these religious people are letting this slide. Man, they're not letting it slide, I'll say. There's no, how can I put this without sounding like I'm going to get called out on the carpet? Because I don't feel like getting called on the carpet for nothing that I'm not saying. You can't be, the religious leaders probably don't want to come out and say anything because they'll get viewed with the same contempt I get viewed with certain groups. Like, I'm a hater and I hate homosexuals, this, that, and the fifth. I don't hate homosexuals in the least. I could give a shit what you do. You can wear a sheep. Your boyfriend can wear a little Bo Peep costume. Get it on. It ain't none of my business. But like I said, I'm not going to vote for it because I don't believe in that. Do I hate you? No. I don't believe in robbery. I ain't going to vote for it. Here's what I think this might not pass. And again, the way the wording is, Ohio's a pretty conservative state. What people don't understand is the reason you wouldn't think Ohio was a conservative state because there's a lot of blue collar. There's a lot. Most of the blue collar stuff is like in Cleveland, like Toledo, like Cleveland, Akron, Cincinnati, Dayton. Other than that, man, it's not your mother's Ohio, your father's Ohio. Let's put it like that. It's rural. Let's leave it like that. You can deduce that reasoning. And I don't think an overwhelming majority of people are going to vote for this. I think you're going to have a struggle. I think what the lawmakers are going to have to do is like what they did in New York and what's happening in California. I think you're going to have to bypass the voters because I think it's going to get turned down. and you're going to bypass the voters to make it seem like you're being fair in the interest of the weirdos. But how can you claim, like, but for people who vote on this, and put your comments down if you're religious and you vote on this weird shit. How can you vote on deviant behavior that your Lord, your Savior, Allah, Yahweh, how can you vote on that, pass that, something that they said that is deviant, and you'll go to hell? I want to know, because a lot of y'all just going to vote, and I want to know what's your reason. So, I'm out of here. Deuces.